Cool, very cool. Looks like we're live.
Looks like we're live. I've got an ad for a weird hair dryer apparatus curly thing.
Very cool.
Shop on Amazon.
You know, I was putting off on starting all that affiliate stuff until it was summer and I knew I had better time to commit and the consequences of my actions.
Yep.
Didn't think about that.
Oh wait, we're live. People can hear me when I talk. Forgot.
Yeah, they can hear us.
The
Hi,
ads came
guys.
off, and then I got jump scared by my own voice.
I never considered that.
Yeah. Okay. Look at these early birds. Look at all these early birds. Early birds get the whirly birds.
It is. And Club Hangout, correct. So early that we're 15 minutes late, yeah. Waffle Soup had some fun times with her computer. You should probably crash course what's going on here, because it's not the normal 2v2.
It most certainly is not the normal 2v2. What we have here is a rematch between these two teams, Friends of Neliste and Dead by Dadlike. Due to technical issues, there was like a around 6 minute difference between the two teams, and because of technical difficulties, we were like, well, we can't really declare a winner one way or the other there, so we decided to do a rematch. And instead of just doing regular rules, we're doing something a little bit special. Instead of our runners playing separate seeds and passing things back and forth to each other, they are going to be playing the same seed at the same time. So the strategy is much different, and they are going to share inventories. They're going to share trackers. You're going to see their trackers light up in the exact same way. So this should be really exciting. The gates are dropped, so this is going to be a good time. Very exciting. All indications are that it's going to be very, very fast.
Yes,
So
this is likely going to be incredibly quick.
yeah.
People on their own can
all
clear
things-
Timespinner seeds in downwards of like 40 minutes on a relatively good seed, and now they're co-oping.
Yep. So they're gonna probably split up at the beginning, and they're gonna see, oh, we got Dark Flames Plus. That does bode well for Umbra Plus later. We're gonna see just how fast they go, which runner goes in what direction. We do have just like a little bit of desync on the timers, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. All right. And there's a Nether
early
Orb
Nether
Plus.
Plus.
Great. Yeah.
That's pretty huge. Everyone's swapping immediately over to that Nether Plus, and okay. Waffles going off to the left. Ducky's going off to the right. We are seeing. This was not planned. Ooh, we're gonna have an I plus orb.
Whenever that happens, yeah, we're gonna have an I plus, so that'll be a lot of damage.
I think it's very
But yeah,
funny that what would have been the player 1s and player 2s still went the same directions. Ooh, Empire Crown.
Not planned, but yes, that's a cool little Empire Crown.
That's our best in slot
like
hat.
Each of these players is going to have to beat the game. But it's going to be really fast because they're essentially only playing half the game while their partner plays the other half. There's not going to be any BK mode in this because
it's a single player seed being
CFC.
played by 2 people at once. You might see one player not do anything because, their partner is just significantly closer to the remaining checks. The one catch is that if we do not have lasers enabled, world states are not synced. So
Oh,
without the prism break option, it is entirely possible that one person does all 3 of the bosses, or they need to go trace each other's tracks and re-defeat bosses that have already been defeated on their partner's side. Which
this
is
is
not
really
a huge
interesting.
time save, but it is something to be conscious of. Additional
Both
things that are not
runners.
synced are the warps unlocked. Or
Oh,
like
geez, yeah.
the ones that you travel to. The ones we get from our warp beacons will sync, but other than that, you still need to physically traverse to the locations to unlock the warps.
Yeah, so we're already at a point where the runners now are not doing. Well, they're down to like the same thing now. There's nothing for the people who went left to do, as their partners are both going into those lower caves. So we'll see how this goes. Oh,
That
there's Castle Keep Twin Pyramid Key, and there you go.
Castle Keep. So send one person
Off
left,
to the
send one person
races.
right. It looks like we have no vertical. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Looked like
So we got
Gatekeep
Castle Loop.
was on. Oh, that was interesting.
Gatekeep was on. They do have plasma, so we can look out for that. They have those priority locations at Ilana's bedroom, so that's something to look forward to. What'll also be interesting here, and I know this is fun. Waffle's been doing a lot of non-randomizer Timespinner. Waffle's been playing a lot of speedrun, the New Game Plus any percent speedrun, because she's going to be playing it at SGDQ when that rolls around. So look out for that. But it's going to be interesting to see if Waffle's like going to have to turn around and like, oh shoot, I was supposed to open that treasure chest. Because you don't open all these treasure chests when
It is
you
very
are.
hard to get your mind in the correct set for
Yeah.
all that. I'm very excited. The run might be at 3 a.m. local time. I will be there. So if you are
Oh, I'll
awake
be there
at
too.
that time, you will probably see me in the crowd. Gonna be there supporting Waffle Soup.
Oh, you're gonna be there.
Yes.
Oh, I was just gonna be there online.
I am local to SGDQ, so
Oh, okay.
I've gone to everyone since they came back in person.
Oh, there's the light wall.
There's vertical.
Hello. And okay, so it looks like we do at least have a little bit of a split between when what player 2 did and what player 1 did here. They did split up. But yeah, SGDQ, Waffle Zoop's going to be running New Game Plus any percent. It's going to be a really cool run. Triumphant Base is going to be on the commentating couch, as well as a digital commentating couch from Bodhi Lee, aka Lunar Ray Games, the developer of the vanilla game of Timespinner. So he based there as someone who's been playing this game for a while, and also one of the key rando developers is going to be there on the couch with her to support. It's going to be really fun. So if you have availability around that time, go check the run out. It'll be at like 3 or something a.m. Eastern, but set your alarms. It'll be all
3
right.
a.m. Central, I think.
Central? Okay, 4 a or yeah, so yeah, 4 a.m. Eastern. To get an
More
extra hour
convenient for
Eastern time.
you, more debatably less convenient, but I'm going to continue saying
Debatably,
more
yeah.
convenient.
Yep. Okay, so it's just what I saw. Waffle just left the room that had the twins in it, thinking, okay, I beat the boss, time to go do speedrun things. Had to turn around and go grab the item.
Yeah, you don't get visual information on any of the items because they all look like the generic archipelago icon because of how this is set up.
Oh, we're getting some gifts.
Ooh, gifting. What are we gifting? We're turning them on.
We turned on gifts. Oh, we have a
that
library
was a
warp.
key in the floor to the library, which goes great
That's
with our
pretty
tablet,
good.
V, and D cards.
Yep, and there's the Gear 2 and Infernal Flames in Ilana's attic, or not attic, Ilana's bedroom that we saw from Urza gathering those. So looks like with that library,
Ooh,
there was a
oops.
tablet that they already have too. So there's so many checks that they can do. They just
So
kind of
many
gotta
things.
head
Looks like
to
Jim is
this
going to
guy.
be in charge of Lake of Desolation and Lake Serene, being the person to burn the vines.
Yep. And this will be that twin pyramid key going to the
Jim, try
library
and
for
get the Nether
use.
portals. Come on. Chaos Blades Plus will also still do work, but like, come on.
Yeah, Cantern's one of those fights that just
There
when
you
you can
go.
get it right, you get it, and it feels so good.
Yeah, it is a very fun fight. The Ilana likes, not to be confused with the mom likes or the dad likes. We have
Like
very
specifically Cantorin, when we can use his light walls against him, it's just such a satisfying fight. We have an entry into the present laser access eye, so that is a collectible
Ooh.
item. So we don't have to worry about bosses.
Yep, bosses just unlock checks,
We
either
have
directly
pretty,
or being Ma.
pretty mediocre shops, especially with that Empire Crown early.
Yeah,
So
I'm not sure
really
what we're
just
necessarily hoping
overcharged.
for in our shops.
I
Urza
mean, you
running out
always
of...
have the Azure Skulls, right? Like,
I'd consider that a greedy want.
you know, you also have like, I don't know, you if you have the money, like sand vials are not crazy to want, in my opinion. So
I
yeah,
typically find that if my shop has aura restoration, I'm pretty happy.
we have the security key card B in the Merchant Crow's stash.
The
So
stash. Oh, they hinted the modern warp beacon.
oh, did they?
Yeah, I just saw that on Jim's screen. Ice Orb Plus, huge.
Ooh, Empire's normal, not great. There's an economizer ring plus, which the plus isn't as important there. We have a few tasty spells, Chaos Blades. Know that Frozen Spires is going to be plus, so that's a tasty little spell
Urza,
to have in your arsenal
Urza
with
just
an economizer
faded
ring.
Ilana and the rest of the towers.
Yeah, they have the knowledge that Ilana's not going to be strictly required because they have a laser access. So
They have all of the laser accesses. They can get into the military hangar.
you can just go into the military hangar. There's a spindle, and we have Sandman at Ilana. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah,
Does
still leaving 4
Sun-
items behind at Ilana. Whether or
yeah.
not they are important, we are yet to. We will see on Waffle Soup's side here shortly.
Just in a second here, we have the interesting thing here is we have both members of Dead by Dadlike kind of heading in the same direction. We'll see if one goes tower, the other doesn't. Yep, there it is. Well, we'll see. No, they don't have the elevator key card. That's like the one key card they don't have. So are they just going? They're just hard charging to go
yeah.
try and see if they can beat the game.
Let's see. We have nothing crazy so far.
All right, Ilana's attic has eventually when. Okay, come on.
So many items.
Just a librarian hat or
Just
a
a
shield ring?
librarian
I couldn't
hat.
tell
That
which
is
one.
a good fade from Urza.
Yep.
Did Jim already clear out all of Lake Desolation?
I don't think so. No. I don't think. I think Jim was like, "All right, well, let's go." I think that's kind of the tactic they're taking. It is interesting because they're not like Jim's not getting any items that Urza doesn't already have. I wonder, like, they've done a lot of practice, so I wonder if this is just like a strategy they've discussed. Where
Yeah,
they're
they
like,
were
okay,
practicing a
well,
lot. Jim, look out!
Jim takes a death. Pretty
Runner's
rough.
very weak right now. They're basically splitting experience as well.
There's a
Ooh,
gear 3 in the right tower.
Ooh.
In Ilana's tower. That's big. So they'll have to go back there and get that. Unless did they look? Is it dad percent?
It is
You know,
dad
if it's
percent.
dad percent. If it's dad
That's
percent,
why they
then
looked. That's why they were rushing so
that's
hard. It
what
is dad percent. Oh
It's dad
no.
so that is okay. This makes a lot more sense to me now. Why they're both just rushing, right? I was like, well, oh, and Urza
They
takes
are-
that. They are very underleveled. When was
They
the
are
last time
significantly
Urza saved?
underleveled because they were already covering less ground physically.
Yeah.
So they're like level 6.
Yeah, Urza did at least grab that save that Jim hadn't had an opportunity to grab, but they are still taking so much damage. Even with that Empire Crown, they have a lab code. Urza's about to
sorry,
take
they're
another
level 7.
here.
This is absurd. Holy.
Yeah, their vertical is light wall, so they can't do like a nifty little double jump over these giantesses, and they're just doing so much damage.
Sitting at less than 100 HP or 200
Jim
HP
does not-
each.
Jim doesn't have a D card?
Yeah.
Was it because he's the one that collected it? He has to go get it?
It shouldn't be. It should be a part of the item link.
Oh, okay, well,
Jim's
he's
gonna try
restarting
resetting
his-
out real quick. It's
Okay,
back. Okay.
There it is. Weird. All right, well, we'll keep that in mind.
I will keep it in mind. I have a hard time believing it is going to matter.
Yeah, it'll have to be a lot of deaths, especially because Waffle's going into Maw Caves. There's no reason to do this. It's neither Ducky nor Waffle seems to be aware that it's a dad percent seed.
Oh, there's the succubus hairpin. That
Oh,
makes
there
the
you go. That's exactly what
survivability
they were
about
kind of-
tripled.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you want. Yeah, so they're back here in the hangar. Or Urza's in the lab now.
Yeah, Urza's in the lab. Jim is blitzing through the military hangar.
Yep.
Ducky's shortly behind. Without that succubus hairpin is going to be taking significantly more time.
Yeah, the hairpin being here, though, does help. I mean, that means Waffle is going to get there. Although, again, like, there's really no reason, unless... Yeah, no, because this is just the save and quit. I just don't think they know that it's dad percent.
They have to not know. That is absolutely what has happened. Because...
Ooh.
I mean, even we were confused.
Yeah.
Until Jim checked his map and we finally saw. That Selen's Bangle is probably worth putting on. You kill 1 or 2 hammer giantesses and you're going to get like 4 levels.
Yeah, something like that. There's a lot of experience to be had here. Yeah.
Especially when you are level 7.
Jim's not even doing tablet checks. Jim's like, all right, whatever. We're in go mode. Let's go.
Well, I mean, Urza's already been through.
Urza's probably already done them, yeah.
Recollecting that.
Yeah, 'cause I was looking at where they were, and I thought Jim was on his way over, but no, it's Urza that's on his way over, because he had grabbed that save that Jim hadn't. Ooh, an Eternal Coat, too. Just the lab. Even in this kind of seed, the lab is money.
The lab is money.
Oh, the wheel was in Jackpot Room? Oh,
yes,
that's interesting,
the friends
now...
of Neliste have all of their
Friends of Neliste
Timespinner
have all
gears.
of the
They are
gear.
going to the lab to go
They're
to the
in
pyramid,
go mode,
I think.
But they've been in go mode for a while now, and they just don't know it.
They are probably going to the pyramid.
Oh my goodness.
They don't know. This is honestly really funny to me. It is obviously quite unfortunate, but it is really funny. Just the way this has turned out as far as commentating. You're just looking around and all of a sudden, wait, why are they both going to the military hangar? That doesn't make any sense.
This doesn't seem very optimal. This doesn't seem like a very optimal play. Oh, wait, it's dad percent.
Oh, no.
Right. We have Sandman at Genza, so I guess that confirms Chaos Boss Rando.
Oh, yeah.
That
Ooh, making great use of that Ice Orb.
Plus.
I told you. Ice Orb's awesome.
Ice Orb Plus.
Ice Orb Plus.
Pretty good. And there goes Genza.
There's Genza. Just for good
Bombardment.
measure, pick up a bombardment.
Why not?
Jim, look out.
Jim, look out. He's like, oh, I don't want to die again. I'm going to heal. Urza was down to, I think, 1 hit also there for a second, so it was a little touch and go. Now, there's a save point a lot closer to here. Yeah, they're just climbing up to Dad. It looks like...
Yep. It might take a while, but with that light wall, they're gonna get there. At least they don't have to do this with only light wall.
Yeah, getting that succubus hairpin was huge, for sure.
Which it looks like Friends and Neliste have missed.
Because that was in Hangar, right?
Yeah, I think they may have been so focused on being in Go that they did not stop to go back and check some things. Whereas because because Jim took that death, Urza was inclined to go grab an item or two to find, maybe an internal coat or another good armor or, something. The wheel would have helped a lot.
Close to a vanilla Dad here.
It's basically dead.
It's essentially Dad.
That's good light wall tech. That's clever. I think I'll have to use that. Using the light wall to stop the hammer far enough away so that the hammer doesn't hit you, but so that not Dad doesn't run into you.
Oh, I mean, you just stand in the middle and that's the case.
I find that he ends up running into me a lot, which is unfortunate.
Stand more in the middle. I don't know what to do. Skill difference. All right,
fair
so
enough.
that's actually Jim caught up. What happened? Urza. I'm gonna have to give Urza crap for his.
That is double exclamation points
minutes.
for Dead by Dad, like 19-minute seed.
19 minutes. I mean, Dad percent.
Dad
when you're co-oping like this.
That was absurd.
You gotta wonder if we're gonna see a map check soon to be like, oh wait, it's Dad percent.
Well, they could simply assume that they made correct decisions faster. Like they're realistically not that far behind in terms of go mode.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if they fight one of the Dadlike spots. Oh yeah, Waffle, you can't take that death there.
Waffle, everything hurts. You might have good armor, but you don't have a lot of HP to back up that armor.
She did save. Looks like, I don't know if it's right outside Genza or what. Oh no, down further in the lab. Never mind. And Ducky has beaten Genza, so there's that bombardment. And yeah,
off to the pyramid goes Ducky.
Having to fight Zarian for it. Yeah. Let's pull in. I guess they're not in the restream waiting room yet, so we won't pull them in yet. But
and Waffle Soup and Ducky have just forfeited out.
Yep. Yeah.
What a crazy race.
Crazy race. And it was really just like, oh, it's Dad percent, let's go.
Yeah, that's what it came down to. And as it turns out, even if it wasn't just Dad percent, Waffle Soup and Ducky were not that far behind with Sandman access.
Yeah, it was really that, like, I guess that succubus hairpin find, because Urza was just collecting things on the way. Really just huge finds, just a little unfortunate routing, being in go mode with all those accesses and not knowing it, and doing a lot of checks that you didn't really need to do was the definite difference there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
See if either of the teams want to hop into comms for this.
While why have I lost permission to move people? Wef, do me a favor.
I mean, are they in the waiting room?
Urza posted in the channel that they're ready to be yoinked.
I'll yoink him.
All right, while this is all happening,
Hello.
here, look at this cool diagram. Hello. Dad percent. Can you grab Ducky too, please? Hello, everyone is here. Hello. Dad percent. It was dad percent. Yeah, you guys were about 5 minutes behind, but heading towards the wrong location. Yeah, no, like they entered go mode like 3 minutes behind you, and it was gonna take them like 2 minutes to get through the pyramid. Like, if it was any goal, they were only like 5 minutes behind total. Oh, you are correct. Hold on. I have made a mistake. Whoopsies.
Now.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so we should be audible now. So yeah, you get those. It was funny. Zed and I, and you're gonna, if you rewatch this race, it's actually really funny because we're like, this is really suboptimal from Dead by Dadlike. They're both running in the same direction. They're not getting any new checks. And I was like, wait, is it dad percent?
Yeah, I don't know how quickly it was, how fast it was checked on Jim's stream, but he said he checked it for us, and it was immediately okay. We're changing everything we're doing.
Yeah, I just forgot that was even a thing that could happen.
Yeah, every practice seed we did was to pyramid, so we just like didn't even consider
that is significantly more common.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. What is it, like 10% chance for dad percent?
I think.
Oh,
5.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a really fun race, and it was literally like Zed and I be like, this is a really weird play. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if like, and then we're like, oh wait, hold on, forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot it can be dad percent. So Ducky and Waffle, don't feel bad. We also forgot that dad percent was a possibility.
Yeah, so like
we
Jim
were
and
sitting here and calling these guys silly for running in the same direction, and then Jim died, checked his map, and we were like, oh.
yeah, we were both running through the lab at like level 6.
Yeah, those deaths.
I hate the military hangars so much.
Yep.
So yeah, that was as wild a race. This is exactly kind of what I was hoping for with this with this style, just very chaotic. Oh my god, go 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 go! Like we said, even thinking that you had to go to the pyramid and beat the Sandman and Nightmare spots, like Waffle and Ducky were cruising for like 23 minutes. Like it's still a blazing fast seed.
Yeah. Like our fastest practice of this format was like 25.
Just blazing fast.
Yeah, this format is fun.
We had a very early Sash 22 something.
Oh, I think we only did like 2 practice seeds, and both of ours were under 25. Like,
yeah. I was watching some of the practice.
Is fun but blazing fast.
Yes,
I was watching some of the practice seeds from Jim's stream earlier, and it was ridiculous. I got up to go do some stuff, and I came back, and the timer was lower, and I was like, was it really that fast? I was only gone for 15 minutes.
Ducky, what were you saying?
Oh, go for it.
I was gonna say, A, I think this would be a really fun format for a tournament, and B, if that does happen, it needs to be 2 out of 3 because of how
that's exactly what I was thinking. We were on the total same page. Just have a quick, just best 2 out of 3 because they do that. in SMB3 randomizer, because that's such a quick. If you're good at it, it's a really quick randomizer. They just do best 2 of 3s like back to back to back. I think that might be a really good idea for a future tournament because this was fun to watch. It was fun to commentate. Ironically enough, it was easier, I think, to commentate.
Well, when you're not commentating
2v2.
2 seeds, it
it's
feels a lot
much
easier
for sure. There's a lot less to keep track of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, like my first experience with this, when we were first putting this together, I was like kind of grumbly about it. Like, oh, okay, I got to practice this whole different format for the tournament. And this is one-off and blah, blah, blah. And we played 1 seed and I was like, okay, actually, this is a lot of fun.
Like, when I was coming up with it, I was like, I could see people being upset, but I think once they give it a shot, it's going to be a ton of fun.
It's so good.
One thing we did find during practice, and you may have noticed it, I actually was in the middle of a hallway and quit out and went back in, or quit and reloaded. There's a quirk about the item link where if you die, it kind of only gives you half of the things back.
Yeah, we saw that on Jim's
it gives
side.
You back
and
the
it was
ones
like,
that, like,
and
like
if
you collected, I think,
and come back again, usually they all show back up.
Yeah, so like Jim didn't have the D card and I didn't have the B card while trying to go through D and B card stores, so we had to quit and reload so that we had the cards and then get through the areas again at low level with no equipment. Well, good equipment, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
we also got really
actually.
We got really lucky that
Eternal Coat and Lab Coat was like, that's 2 of the best things you can ask for.
Yeah, just so happened to be on the way up to Genza. It's like, oh hey, there's Succubus Hairpin. Oh hey, there's Eternal Coat.
Yeah.
Wait, where was Hairpin?
Either in the military hangar.
It was in hangar.
It was in the B card door right before lab. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I skipped that.
Yeah.
Well, because you were in go mode.
You didn't want to do pyramid with light wall.
Right.
Good news, you didn't have to. You just had to do Dad's Towers with it, which is arguably worse.
I was ready to do single jump light wall Dad's Towers, and then Hairpin came up, and I was like, oh, thank God, I'm saved.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I was more okay with it because we had economizer ring, so.
Yeah, true.
But
economizer helped a lot. God, economizer was so good.
Well, this was really fun. I'm glad it was fun. I'm just gonna look at I have the bracket up for first time in history. I have the bracket up before I need to read off of it. It looks
so
like it's amazing. It's amazing how that works. It does look like Dead by Dadlike is going up against Zed and I for our first tournament race of this match.
That'll be fun.
We know your strategies. I've done all the races. I know the optimal strategy.
You know everything.
And it does look like we are
getting... Oh, did Foxtails bail on the tournament? Is that what happened?
Yeah, unfortunately they had to bail.
Okay.
So we've been patiently waiting, and we're ready to finally get some races. Hey Zed, we might need to actually start practicing.
I don't know what you mean.
Good.
Fortunately for you, Urza can't race for like another month, so.
Yeah, I'm busy until July.
Oh well, okay.
We've got time.
In the meantime, we have Friends of Neliste will be going up against Simpin for Linnaeus to see who faces Deity Delivery.
Nice.
Who got the bye in the second chance bracket because of Foxtails needing to drop out. So, we will see what that goes like. It's funny because we've got pretty deep into the other half of the tournament just because of people being able to schedule. So we kind of know the path for the next few races. As of yesterday, there was a race between Video Dames and am I on
Trash Island, right? That's the one you're commenting.
That's enough.
Yes,
now?
Trash Island Soda Co. Yeah, because we're about to.
Oh,
I guess I shouldn't spoil it.
Probably.
Yeah, don't talk about that one.
We know
coming
the result
soon to
of
my
this,
stream.
But you don't. You're about to find out. Isn't that going to be exciting?
Spoiler: a team won.
One of the teams did come through ahead of the other, so
hey, that's not necessarily a given.
That is a spoiler. We've had your guys' first race ended in
there was a result.
Concluded draw.
Our first 2 races actually. Because because the first one was unbeatable.
That's true.
That's true. That's true.
I still want to take credit for that. I used the wrong AP world. That's on me.
Yep.
But yeah, this is fun. I guess we already have an idea for the next tournament that someone asterisk will organize, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. Any thoughts before we move over to a vodcast of the Video Dames versus Trash Island Sodico?
This was a lot of fun.
Wishlist time spinner.
Wishlist time spinner.
Wishlist time spinner 2. Thank y'all for putting this together. And yeah, I guess I got to start practicing and also getting ready for SGDQ.
It was funny because you had beat the twins and just dashed right out of the room, and you were like, "Wait!" and you had to go back and pick up the item that they dropped.
Yep.
I was like, "That's full time. That's full speed run."
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was the decision maker.
Absolutely speed run muscle memory there.
Yep. I very much remember now. I was heading towards the twins when Jim said it's dad %, and I was like, I'm not doing the twins.
Well, it was lasers anyways, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Waffle Soup did a whole lot of the game. And Ducky was also doing a whole lot of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That they didn't really need to do, which is unfortunate, but that's the caveat. Always check your maps. Check your victory conditions. This is not the first time this tournament that has come up.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to watch this race back.
It's very funny. It is quite good, actually. I had a good time commentating it.
Right, well, GG's regardless, and I'm glad that the rematch went smoothly. And good luck in your next match, Waffle and Ducky. Not that I think you'll need it.
Dang.
Thank you.
Well, talking trash. Is this trash talking? No, I'm just kidding.
Trash talking the other team.
Yes, exactly.
Trash talking on our behalf.
People that aren't here to defend themselves.
No. That's Trash Island Sodico you see on the screen.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Thanks y'all for being accommodating with this rematch.
Of course.
And future races are going to be pretty exciting. Can't wait to face Dead by Dadlike after Zed and I get some practice in and actually remember what it's like to play this game.
I think it'll be fun. Well, I'll look forward to it.
Only one of them was unbeatable. I fixed it. Don't worry.
Yeah, and you fixed it, and we're finding new cool bugs every day. So if you want to come hang out with us, join the Timespinner Discord. I think it's just discord.gg/timespinner. That's where the Rando Discord is too. So come hang out. We're fun.
Yeah,
it's fun. Very laid back.
We're all hanging out over there.
Yep. We're all hanging out and coming up with terribly awful, torturous ideas for the new settings of the randomizer. I cannot wait for a pure torture tournament.
I can. I very much can.
I don't think I'm joining that one.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Good race, and I'll see you in future races. But everybody who's hanging out in Zed's channel,
give me some time.
Keep on doing that thing.